What's good, y'all? Welcome or welcome back. So I want to give a shout out to this company because it's a small dessert business, and it makes me think of when I started Dream Jars, and I kind of was scared that people wouldn't give me a try. Um, but shout out to DoorDash because they really did put us out there, and we did get a lot of clients through Instagram and Facebook, even Google, but we mostly got them through DoorDash. Like, it just saved a lot of time with delivery. It got us out there. Anyway, just appreciation. I love DoorDash. Y'all hear me talk about them, but I love DoorDash. Go sign up. Matter of fact, I'll put one of my cards, my card. I have a promo link. If you don't already do DoorDash, I think everybody do at this point, but I think you get like a $10 off or something like that. It's some kind of discount. I got to dig it out and find the cards, but I'll put that on here. So this is my little promo. I'm having a intro infomercial. But Sweet Delicious Sweets is what this is called, okay? And on DoorDash, they deliver really fucking far. Now, I think they're in like Macomb County. I'm not for sure. But they deliver west side, east side, because I've had them pretty much. We've been eating their cupcakes for a couple years anywhere we've been, okay? But this is the strawberry crunch cheesecake. And we got them on happy hour. And you get 3 of them, and they're filled with cheesecake in the inside. They're moist, they're yummy. It's me and my son's favorite cupcakes. And what else? Oh, happy hour. Between 2 and 5, you can get them for like $3 off, okay? So this was like, I don't know, like $5.25 or $5.60 for 3. But anyway, really, really good. Shout out to them. They're amazing. And we just got these yesterday. Okay, because we got 2 different kinds. We got funfetti too. I had that one, and he had both. He had a funfetti and a strawberry crunch cheesecake, and he could not wait. Like, he didn't want to eat his dinner, so we had to have an argument about that. He finally ate his dinner, but he was so full that he didn't have his cupcake yesterday. So today he ate his lunch, and he like, come see. And I went and saw he ate all his food, and now he was so excited. And I'm like, you ready for your cupcake? He like, no, not yet. Wait. So he finally just came and got it. And I don't know, it just felt like a good time to do a read. So welcome. I am getting ready to do a reading. So I'm really excited, and things are going well, but that could be what's going on with you, where you're feeling good, you're feeling excited, and it feels as if things are going well, but it also feels as if something is trying to go to hell, or something is weird or off in the energy. Okay, so yeah, that's where I come in, okay, to disrupt your normally scheduled programming and tap the fuck in and see what's really real, what's really going on behind the scenes, okay? Because ain't nobody got time for that shit. No, nobody got time for it. All right, so welcome back. All right, thank you, Spirit, for this opportunity to tap into this high vibrational energy. Well, actually, we're tapping into this collective energy. I don't know how high or low vibrational it may be, but Spirit, I ask that you protect and guide me as we dive into these frequencies. Keep us at a high vibrational frequency, and we thank you for that protection. All right, let's see. Lord have mercy. What's in the energy? Something is moving slow. Something is moving slow here, and something could be like a touchy situation. Jellyfish and snails. Something is moving slow, but there's a lot of truth and clarity that you already know about it. You could have friends, or you have other people who are giving you a hand with this. There could be resistance to just letting something be good, letting something be true, letting something work out for you. You could be experiencing maybe some self-doubt, or yeah, maybe there's room for doubt. Okay, anytime something goes slow in life, there's room for doubt. Okay, like we start whatever we were so sure of or whatever we set out for, if we don't stay focused on that, if we don't stay on that same train of thought, then someone else can come in and imposing or opposing thought pattern or thought wave or intrusive thought, just negativity or pessimism, could come from an outside point of view. It also could come from the other side of you. So sometimes it's significant to, excuse me, entertain that, because it helps you to feel a lot more solid in your choices. So I'm feeling like you made some choices from a very clear mind. Something that you're doing is absolutely your truth. It feels good to you. It feels right to you. I also feel like you get clarification. I don't care how slow something is moving or how long it takes. You always get confirmation of whether or not you are on the right path, whether or not this path will lead to some kind of success for you. Okay, 4 viewers in here, no likes. So please get the likes up, you guys. Or feel free to exit the live. So we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The 9 of Swords. Okay. Some of you have a false friend, a fake friend, or someone who is trying to gain something off of you, learn something from you that they're not able to get. This is something they want to see. This could be someone who's been trying to get you to pick up on some kind of negativity or some kind of like negative thought process. Somebody wants you to absorb some kind of anxiety, stress, frustration, or they want you in fear or in tears or something like that. But instead of that, you're letting go of these emotions, or you don't have them at all. Maybe you never had them to begin with. Okay. So timing is relevant to a devil in your life. Okay, I just caught 7-11 there. So I don't know if you're a Cancer. You could be a Cancer with 7-11, 11-7. You could be a Scorpio. You could be a Cancer. You could be a, yeah. Something is taking a long time. And I feel like that devil energy, someone wants to make you afraid that it's not going to happen, or you made the wrong decision. This isn't good for you. They're looking for you to bleed out. This is the 9 of Swords. These are swords. Someone's trying to attack your mental. Someone wants to benefit off of you. This could be like a succubus or an incubus energy. 144, confirmation on the fucking clock. You've been chosen for whatever path you're on. You've been chosen for this path. The way you know you're chosen is because it's like a pathway lit up for you, and it came from outside of you, and it came from that heightened point of view. You were in a high vibration, so spirit likely gave this vision or this thought pattern, this thought wave to you. It came from the God that you know, the God within you. Okay, and you're taking action, but it's moving slow. And you're having to have this trust. You're having to have this trust. You're having to have this faith. So your faith is being tested. Your faith is being tested. And even in this period of time while your faith is being tested, I feel like you are so at ease, or you aren't experiencing this anxiety. But someone was able to get to you before, and maybe that was because you did get fearful. You did get scared. You did allow intrusive thoughts and pessimism and negativity to seep in. You did listen to false or fake phony friends or family members even. And their fears became your fears. And you let go of God. You let go of what you knew. You let go of your truth. So you were receiving this guidance, but this guidance only works out for you when you are in tune with it, when you're in touch with it. But someone's able to pull you down, knock your crown off. It's like they drag you down to the ground to put your face in these fears, and then they want you to stay there. But with the Page of Pentacles, you may have came down to the ground, Page of Pentacles, you looked around. Snail, you took your time. You did take your time to see if you align with any of these fears, any of these negative, intrusive thoughts, visions, ways of seeing things. And what you came to find is that's not your fucking reality. I'm hearing that song, and I don't even know who she is, but it's been playing in my head all morning. I got my roots, but my home was never on the ground. I got my roots, but my home was never on the ground. I got my roots. I don't even know who she is that sings that song, but it's relevant here. You may have been conditioned through your family, through your religious upbringing, or something like that to stay in a very high vibrational space. So typically you have a very good connection to source. It's just regular or natural for you. You could have been conditioned to be very cleanly, like spiritually, okay? So that means that you were really clear, and tuned in, tapped in to what God was saying to you. This spiritual path is nothing new for you. If you just got back on a spiritual path, or you just started a new spiritual path, this is nothing new for you. This is you coming home to your roots. It's what you've always done. But there could be that you spent this period of time outside of that religion or outside of that family group and how they saw things and how they conditioned you or your upbringing to do things your own way. So you kind of like got down on the ground and you did it the hard way, because with God things are easier. Now that is my personal opinion. I was raised that way, but I was also somebody who decided I don't want God. I mean, I love God and all that, but I don't want to do what they're telling me that God says I have to do. So I wanted to break the rules. I wanted to break free. But what I considered, or what I came to find is that life is harder without God. It's just the hard way of doing things. But you can accomplish the same things easily and in greater proportion, honestly, when you get rid of third parties to your connection to God. So those are people who are able to interfere. I never left God, but I left the religion and I left the family judgment that was keeping me feeling separated from God because of my own personal beliefs. So something about that could be relevant to you. You do something differently, or you have a different thought process or belief on something, and it comes from your roots. It comes from what you believe to be your truth. It comes from the God that lives within you, the God that has always guided you, helped you, worked things out for you. You could be someone who prays. Like on the days that you have no idea how you're going to make it, you don't know what you're going to do, you don't know how you're going to make it through. The moment you give it to God, God enlightens you. So this is a tried and true method. It's nothing that's like reckless. It could seem reckless to people who are not godly or who don't truly rely on God, but for you, it's just natural. But you may have chosen to do it differently. You may have been on the ground for a while. So I feel like you may have learned to change your perspectives on certain things. There could be some things that you've changed, but overall, it feels like you're getting back to doing things the way that you've always done them. This is working out really well for you, but you do have this like thought process or this fear energy or these fear mongers. They're like congregating around your house with their pitchforks. That's what I see. People are angry that you are not confused, anxious, frustrated, or worried. I don't know, why would they be confused or why would they be angry? Why is there this anger that's present here? It must be because you choosing to do something different from them. For them, it makes them feel as if they're wrong, or they feel embarrassed, or they feel, I don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes, but there's some kind of, I don't know what this is, but it's like your ops feel stupid. They feel stupid, or they feel embarrassed. Like they feel like clowns. There's something that they said about you, some way that they've judged you or mocked you even. I don't know. But it's like they don't have a leg to stand on. There's no basis. And actually, they're starting to, instead, like they were trying to point the finger at you, but now people are looking and seeing the masks that are on their faces. It's their judgment of you that is now like it's turning this light around and it's shedding it on them. But this is a light they've never been under before. You could be used to being under the lights, especially like I said, if you lived a religious life and it was very like strongly indoctrinated, okay? If you were strongly indoctrinated or you had a strict religious group that you grew up in, you're used to being under scrutiny. You're used to being judged. You're used to being criticized. You're used to every aspect of your life being seen, known, judged, thought about, talked about. Like, this is not new for you. But these people who did this to you, they may have thought this was going to be new for you and you should just crumble under it. But what they wanted to happen to you is nothing to you. It's nothing that you're not used to. But for them, they've never had this before. So it's more difficult for them. Okay, so this is like a two-edged sword. This could just be bringing you more into your truth. It just brought you home to who you should be. It brought you home to your truth, your clarity. It actually made something better for you. It's like having to push against their negativity and find your truth actually shed a light on how things are better for you than you even knew they could be. But for them, they're receiving this shock or this blowback or this, confirmation. This shock or this blowback or this karmic effect. Something, ooh, I don't know. But whatever they're getting, God, they did not expect that. Okay. The world in reverse, they didn't expect that. Something is not going to happen. Something is not going to happen. Something is never going to happen again. Something is never going to happen again. Like, I mean, it's over. Like, it's really done. It really ended. I forgot to put my lip gloss on. Hold on, y'all. I can't. I must keep on licking my lips if I don't put something on. This is not the one I like, but it'll have to do. Okay, yeah. Something is never going to happen again. This is over. This has always been your truth. You're a fixed sign, or whoever I'm talking to, I think you're a fixed energy. You definitely could be. You don't have to, because I also mentioned Cancer, but I'm getting Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius is very important or relevant here. Your roots exist in spirituality. They're attacking my throat chakra. Your roots exist in high vibrational energy. Your roots are with God. And this is kind of like God snatching you from the clutches of these devil or demonic entities, energies, or minions. These could be people that operate under these fear-based energies or through these fear-based energies. They could be members of cults and covens who worship these entities. But there's some kind of fear here that you were never supposed to get out of. For some of you, it could even be the religious group or sect that you originally were a part of, but you ran from. But what it did for you was introduce you to God early on in life. So even if you left that religious organization, the God that you connected to, that spirit, that source, it does not exist within a coven, a cult, a religious group only. It's bigger than all of that. It's bigger than everything. It's bigger than humanity. It's everywhere. It's in the air you breathe. So I feel as if that energy that you connected to is like now claiming you. You are my chosen one. It's snatching you right up. Like I'm seeing all these visuals, but it's like, we've got them now. We've got them now. They have to feel this. They have to see it this way. It has to, and as they're talking, you just get snatched right out of it. And spirit just turns on all of the lights. And not only do you see what you've done right, but now you're in such a place that you can now look at those people with all of their judgmental ass fucking faces, and they're completely naked now. They're squirming around on the ground. They're hiding and slithering in cracks and crevices. They're running. Some of them are running from you or running from their truth. You are shedding a light of truth that I feel like people who once wanted that light of scrutiny, like they wanted you to wither under it, but instead you grew, you blossomed, you bloomed. Somebody bloomed. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, whatever they got from you, I feel like you were out of touch. You had disconnected from your roots. You disconnected from your truth. And someone was trying to reroute you or reroute you into something that was not your truth. This is weird because it sounds like that destiny swapping, or at least they attempted to. These could be people that are dominantly here to serve out karmic sentences. So the blessings of life, they really aren't in a position to receive. These are things that they typically try to steal or benefit, like from another's passing or another's downfall. They receive some kind of blessing from other people's tragedy. Yeah, because something is weird here. It's like they don't even get out and get it for themselves. Looking to benefit from someone else's downfall. They don't heal. They don't heal. They don't feel. They're numb. Stuck in purgatory. They have lessons to learn that they've never learned. You might consider their life to seem hellish or like they're in hell. But hell, even in hell, you have to feel. It can awaken you to your truth. It can help you to get where you're supposed to be. These people don't stay. It's like hell isn't hell for them. That's what they're used to. Where they've never really been is where you come from. Heaven, bliss, happiness. Like total and contentment, peace, satisfaction, ease, just elation for being who you are, for having what you have, just this state of appreciation and gratitude that propels you, that lifts you, that it's like the air beneath your wings. They've never experienced that, but they may have experienced that when they were connected to you. And that could be where we're getting this fake family or friend group here. So they did get to feel what it feels like to be in your shoes, to be in your skin, to live your life. Okay. This friendship has been severed, okay? This is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's been severed. And ever since you disconnected, ever since you took your power back, ever since you came into your clarity and truth, their demons have come back for them. And something about where they used to be, that suspended state of peace where they could no longer feel, that's what it is. You helped this person to feel. You took them out of that numb state, which is like a protective energy, and you took them to a place where it's safe to feel. Yes, baby. Oh, that's mine. You just had one. Yeah. You finished it? Yeah. Yeah, okay, bring it in here. I'm almost done. Okay. He trying to snatch my cupcake while I'm on live. Let me hurry up, because I'm going to eat my cupcake. You already had one. You do have one more, but you're not getting it right now. Okay. They're having difficulties now because they can't stop feeling. But they were only feeling good because they were in your energy. And now that they're back down on the ground, they can't connect up there. You created a third party to the space. You are like Jesus. You became, like a mediator for them between God. These are people who never really truly were able to connect with God, but through you they did. So now, you could have detached because they were creating a blockage to your connection to God. But you detaching stopped their connection to God. So now they have to find it for themselves. But that's not what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is reroute you into becoming this connection or this source of connecting to God all over again. This is a cycle that you were in, but it's a cycle that's not good for you. Six of Pentacles, you were guided to detach. You were guided to pull back. You were guided no longer to give to this situation. Six of Pentacles in reverse. It doesn't matter if they're on the floor, squirming around, begging, whoever these people are, like I said, fake or phony, no good intentions toward you. You were guided to move along. You were guided to get the dust off your shoulder, get the dust off your feet, and move the fuck on physically. These are people that you could have been generous to physically, financially, of service, emotionally, energetically. You healed them or you offered healing. Like words of affirmation. You spoke to their truth. You spoke to their souls. You created a soul bond or soul tie, but this is a contract that God is getting you out of or has already signed you off of or out of. Okay, so that's the reason why they're like, you can feel this energy surrounding you because they're looking for an opening. I said they're slithering on the ground trying to get in any crack or crevice. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for a crack in your reality. They're looking for a crevice that they can sneak into or attach to get to you. Okay, so your boundaries are really important right now, but you also have the Magician. So you're fully prepared for what this is, like a war, really. A war against your new reality, a war against you no longer connecting with them. It's a war against them not getting what they need from you, what they think they need from you. Because if you can get it for yourself, so the fuck can they? So that's an illusion within itself, that these people cannot do what you do. I mean, if they keep telling themselves that, then that's the truth. But it seems like they're not telling themselves anything. They're just speaking these pessimistic thought patterns. They're trying to project them onto you, but you're not a cooperative component for it. With the Magician, this is being fully capable. You're fully capable, or you feel fully capable, fully equipped for every good work in life. Now, obviously, this energy, this source of energy, this source of confidence is not just human-based. It's not just based upon the life that you've lived or even the people that raised you or, like I mentioned, a religious group or whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's that God. It's that source of energy that you tap into. Someone was able to get that energy when they were connected to you, but they can no longer connect to you because of the things they do. You're being saved from this group, or you're getting saved from these people. So whatever it is that you're worried about, that's how they're able to access you, is because those thought patterns are coming in. But if you need to look at your thoughts like a cloud. If you've already assessed that thought, if you've already went down that road, if you already got down on the ground and you really tried to pin down, what did I do? What can I do? Is there anything? Is this real? Is this a reality? Is this not working for me? And you've already found out the truth, then you need to blow that cloud or watch that cloud pass you by. Or allow life to confirm for you. Give time, give space for life to confirm for you the untruth or the truth of whatever that thought wave is. But don't get wrapped up in it, because I feel like someone's doing either spell work or these are word curses. Okay, and all of that is going to circle around you. And if you don't do anything, guess what? It's going to circle right back around to whoever the fuck sent it out for you. So yeah, I don't think you don't have anything to do. The star is in reverse. Whatever they're trying to do to you is not going to work. Their hopes are being demolished already. They wanted to dim your light. They can't. You have the Magician. Not only do you have your light, you have your love intact, your life is intact, but you also have this power or authority that you may have not had before, or this confidence that you didn't have before. Okay, maybe you had the power. but maybe you were lacking the confidence that having that power was in the right hands, that you were the right person to use it or to yield it in your life. Like this authority that you feel over your own life. It seems like everybody should have authority over their own life. You're a free soul, a free soul, a free mind. Okay, so these could be people who still feel like they're in captivity to other people's belief systems, to society's belief systems, to a certain way of doing things, as if they cannot step outside of this line that has been created for them. It's almost like feeling like you can't do anything differently. It's cultish, but cults come in all kinds of ways. Sometimes it's your family. They've always done it this way. You have to. There's no other way. It won't work for you, but it works for millions of other people, so why not? Okay, so it's just a mindset, but I feel like these people are in captivity mentally. So Spirit has enlightened you and freed you out of this. The Fool in reverse, yeah. You fell into this trap because you thought that you knew more than God did. God tried to tell you about these friends. God tried to tell you about these men and these women. And you were like, yeah, whatever. I can be happy. I can push forward. I can make it work. So you did it your own way. You did it your own way. But I feel like you learned from that. So it was not in vain. Maybe you were meant to do it their way so that you would know that that's not the way you ever want to do it again. How would you know unless you went in? Some of us are hard-headed as fuck. We gotta hit our head on the ground multiple times until we see this is not the way for me. So yeah, somebody is returning to their truth. I love this for us. I love this for you. Returning to your truth in a way that, like, I mean, nothing could take you from it. Nothing could take you from it. All right. Let's get a little bit on the shadows in this reading, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let myself go. This is our weekend, but I kind of treated it like a school day today for both of us. But we about to get off our leash. All right, we got intention, alchemy, manifestation. You are manifesting something beautiful here. This could be a heart desire. So I don't care if it is a slow burn. I don't care if it's taking a long time. This that you have intended, you have every power and authority over physical things to bring it into manifestation, to bring it into creation. So it is happening. This just means that you need to allow spirit, allow life to confirm this for you, while you rely on your confidence to stay where you are currently, because you do have these energies that want you to doubt it. But if you can just stay steady long enough for life to confirm these things for you, life will confirm these things for you. I'm smiling and I'm laughing because it is as simple as every time I think that, oh, my son, but what about this? But what about that? And then I freak out, and then it looks like, oh my God, and then no, and it's not. And then I rest and I relax, and then I try to watch some self-help videos, and I go and ask a question to my therapist, and I reach out for explanations and help, and I research, and then finally I just pray, and I just move on, and I just keep going, and then boom, out of nowhere, he just abolishes all of my fears by a simple action that I probably could have gotten without doing all of this. Well, it's the panic, it's the fear that literally takes you out of the way for what Spirit God is trying to say to you. Life could be so simple if we could just stay put long enough to hear the voice of God that has never fucking failed us. Whoever I'm talking to, you know God in a very special way. God never fucking fails you. Never. Like, people fail you. You fail you, but God never fucking fails you. Has never fucking failed you. And the only thing that gets you off track, and you always end up coming back, but the only thing that gets you off track is you give way to that little seed of doubt that whoever these devilish ass fucking people and their minions keep sending out. You keep giving way to that doubt and sacrificing your confidence. And you take yourself out of that place of receiving mode so that you can receive what your soul is calling for asking for, yearning for, longing for. But every time you close the door on those devils, every time you close the door on those demons, every time you slam the fucking door on that pessimism, on that negativity, on that fake ass fuckery, God comes in and you win again. Every single fucking time. Whoever I'm talking to, every fucking time you slam the door in the devil's face, God shows you grace. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God is good. All right, last card. Last card. Self-doubt, literally, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. What you're feeling, this excess energy will go away when you stop doubting yourself. When you stop doubting that you are who the fuck you say you are. When you stop doubting that you are who the fuck God said you are. When you stop listening to these evil, envious, jealous ass fucking pricks. When you tell all of them to suck your fucking dick, guess what? I don't care, male or female. I said it. When you tell these evil, demonic ass fucking entities and people to suck your fucking dick, God comes in and makes it all good again. Period. Period. That's what I have for you. That's your fucking reading. And if you don't like what I said, unsubscribe or don't like this live. But guess what? We don't give a fuck. And God we trust. All right. So that's what I got for you. That's your live. It feels like a Sunday reading, but it's Saturday. So we are going to go enjoy the rest of our Saturday. I hope you guys have a great day. As I tell you at the end of all of my videos, I'm in love with your souls, even if you're not in tune with them. Peace.